Okay, Kelvin, well, the drama just keeps coming. Monday night's FA Cup draw, your reaction?
Well, it's obviously, for everyone, it's an exciting one, but the reality is for us, we've got 4 important games before we even consider it. Starting tonight, it's a massive game for us tonight. So obviously people are, going to maybe get a little bit carried away, but as a club, we're not going to. We're going to focus on what's important to us right now. We actually haven't even got Chelsea yet. We've got 2 league games, then we've got the MK Dons replay, which will be a tough game in itself, and then another league game, and then potentially a 4th round.
Demand for tickets for all games at the moment is high. I guess the demand for the MK Dons replay will now increase even further. Yeah,
I understand there was over 400 sold overnight online, so I think it will increase the demand. We expect half-season tickets to increase in sales, because most people know what the procedure will be. It's typically on the website. If we do get a big game, it'll be, season ticket holders will always get priority. So people that come in over the next week or so buy half-season tickets will join that group of people. So the ticket office, since we've come in, Paul Wendy in the ticket office and Christine in the club shop and ticket office, both always said how busy it's got, and that's a good thing. So we expect that, and we've just got to make sure we're prepared for that.
If we win at MK, and clearly it's a big if, because the home side will undoubtedly be the favourites for the tie, but if we win at MK, that means the Chelsea game will come up with about a week and a half's notice. So in private, I guess the club will have to have plans in place ready to run with should the replay go our way.
Yeah, the reality is, we're not thinking that far ahead outwardly, but internally, of course, we plan for all sorts of things, and we have discussions about it. Obviously the question of seats in the East Stand is going to come up, and we'll have to make some inquiries about that, and we're talking about those kind of things anyway, so they just form part of the discussion. So yeah, we'll plan as we would normal games. It won't be, we win and then suddenly we've got to organise everything. We'll have things in place that we can push go on and stuff, but the real focus, and I spoke to Chris last night, and the real focus is tonight, really. It's a big game for us. It's first against second. It's it's a long trip down for the lads. They went down last night, and they're going to be prepared for this.
So for any supporter who might be thinking, should the Cobblers win at Milton Keynes, how can I boost my chances of potentially getting a 4th round ticket? They may be considering a half-season ticket, they may be considering a membership. Would your advice be to act now?
Oh, absolutely. People, I would say act now with half-season tickets anyway. We've been saying that for since before Christmas. So and we've had a fantastic response to those anyway. I think we're up to 150 sold compared to about 30 or 40 last year. So we're very excited about that, and things are great around the club right now. It's very positive. I think we had a good fans forum. It was great interaction with a lot of the fans. I've got a business lunch tomorrow with a lot of leaders of business in the area. So we're just trying to make things more positive as we move forward.